Hey y'all, it's Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV, here to bring you commentary and news you can use. So I'm coming to you all live. I'm outside in my garden. I woke up pretty early this morning, so I've been out here for maybe at least an hour and a half, and we got a lot of rain in my area. Last night here in the southeast in Georgia. And so you all know I've shared here on the channel before that not only do I have a home garden, but I also collect rainwater, and that is what I use to water the vegetables, the plants in the garden. So I was very, very thankful for that. As a matter of fact, when I heard it start raining and we got a lot of rain, I was like, yes, thank you, Lord, because I needed to get more rainwater. And I don't have a fancy setup. I just simply, lay out different size buckets and pans, and that's what I use to collect the rainwater. But I want to say, before I get started on today's topic, I want to say thank you all so much for your support of the channel. I really appreciate you all, your feedback, your emails, your comments here on the video. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. I'm not going to keep you long because I'm still outside working. I have several things that I need to still do. I have some beans that I need to pick. I probably need to prune some of my tomato plants. I have corn that's growing. This is my first time ever growing corn, so I'm very, very excited about that. The tassels at the top, they're starting to come through, so that's a sign that pretty soon the corn will be producing. So I'm very excited about that. Listen, you all, so there's been a lot of talks, and we've talked right here on the channel about the fact that there were growing concerns that our economy was at the time headed towards a recession. So now I'm sure you've probably seen, but let's just have a conversation about it. I'm pretty sure that you have seen talks of a report that came out, one of the government reports, where it showed that our country, the United States, has now had a second consecutive quarter of negative growth in our economy. And as history has shown, as many people may or may not be aware, history has shown to us that that is a clear sign that our country is headed for a recession. Now, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on that? Now, to my surprise, at the same time, even though this data has come out, at the same time, I'm learning, I'm reading, I'm hearing reports that our government is saying, no, we're not in a recession. Our current president, he has cited the fact that, what he claims is record job growth and foreign business investments. He's saying that he said, by what he feels is record job growth and the foreign business investments. He was quoted as saying that that doesn't sound like a recession, to him. But I feel like, even if yes, I do look at the news, but that's not what I do 24/7 all the time. I feel like even without looking at the news, if you just take a look around what's going on in your particular area, the economy in your city, I don't think it really takes much for you and I or anyone else to say, hey, wait a minute, something's unusual about what's going on here. We know that gas prices have been higher, but more recently it seems like in some areas, at least in my area, the price, there are some places where it's under $4 a gallon now. We know that food prices are high all across the board. Energy prices are increasing. We're paying a lot more out of pocket for many things that we need in everyday life that, in the past, they were not as high as they once were. Now, I know that over time, yes, prices do go higher, but it seems like with inflation, it seems like at least over what the past several months, maybe some people would say over the past year, that the prices have increased at a higher rate than normal. So, you know, we're definitely, you know, feeling a hit in our pockets. I feel like you would agree with me, right? We're definitely seeing or feeling a hit in our pockets when it comes to paying higher prices. And, you know, I want to hear from you. Do you feel like we're in a recession? And, you know, I would even ask the question, well, if our government, if they say that, no, this is not a recession, then what would they call, what do they call what's going on right now? And if they feel like this isn't a recession, what's to come that could possibly be worse that will make them say, yes, now this is a recession? So you all let me know your thoughts and comments based on what you're seeing, based on the insight that you may have, based on the research that you have done. You all let me know. Do you feel like what's currently going on is a recession? Are we headed towards a depression? You know, these are some things that some experts have said. You know, people are just wondering, you know, hey, if they're saying that, you know, what is going on now is not a recession, not hard times, then what do they foresee, or what's coming that's going to make them be like, yes, now we're in a recession? But, you know, we know that a lot of things are out of our control, but I would say to prepare, think about the things that you can control for your family, you and your family. You all know that I have a home garden, you know, where I'm growing my own food. And, you know, maybe you grow your own food as well. If you don't grow your own food for whatever reason, you know, maybe you're stocking up on canned goods, your emergency food supply, your survival needs. Those are all things that we need to think about, because, you know, we don't know what's coming tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. And you all know right here on the channel, I reported where they're saying that 2023, we could see harder times than, you know, what some of us may be seeing now. So I would say, you know, definitely to get prepared, be strong in your faith, you know, talk to your family, your spouse, come up with a plan together so that you all are on one accord. And, you know, just stay encouraged. I do believe that, you know, when you plan, you know, the more planned and better prepared you are, then the more chances you are likely to, you know, survive and sustain through the times that, you know, we're living in and the times that are coming. But, you know, I do want to encourage you to stay encouraged. I know it, you know, sometimes it may get hard. Even, you know, having a home garden is hard. Every day, you know, there's things you have to be doing, whether it's watering, pruning, picking. I told you all I have some beans that I'm about to get ready to pick. And then sometimes, you know, you can have done all of this hard work and not really, you know, you can plant a vegetable and it not even produce. But, you know, you just have to just keep going. And, you know, don't give up. Some things are trial and error. If, you know, you learn from your mistakes, say, hey, I could have done this better. I'm talking about specifically with the garden now, but you say, hey, I could have done this better, or maybe I should have gotten an earlier start. Maybe I would have had a better yield. Then, you know, hey, next year I'll know, you know, I'll be better prepared and I'll start a little bit earlier. But speaking of gardening, I am going to be starting my seeds indoors for my fall garden. I have a lot of seeds. Let me say this also about seeds, you all. I know this might be a little bit off topic, but a lot of stores, the stores that I remember months ago had seeds, they don't have those same seeds anymore. And when I asked, you know, hey, do you have seeds? Because what I was going to do was I was going back and I was going to like right now, for example, they have like summer crops, maybe some from the spring summer crops, summer seeds out. And what I was going to do was buy some of those seeds to use next year. Well, when I went by a few locations, they were like, you know, the seeds are gone. They were saying people weren't really buying them, so I don't know if the store just sent them back. There was one location I went to, and someone was saying that they had someone come in and buy a lot of seeds. So I said, wow, okay. I was just thinking to myself, you know, that's another person that's, you know, like I am, looking towards the future and saying, hey, let me get it while it's here. But what I'm saying is there may be a time in the future where, you know, there may be a seed shortage for whatever reason. So if it's there now, you know, seeds, I have seeds from my fall garden that I'm going to be planting this year. I got those last year. And so I plan on, you know, just buying seeds to use in whatever planting season we're in. And then also getting some for the next season, because we just don't know, y'all. Who would have ever thought that there would have been a baby formula shortage? You all see what I'm saying? And so, you know, I feel like, you know, we need to be prepared as much as possible. Self-reliant, self-sufficient as much as possible. So you all let me know. Going back to the topic again, are we in a recession or not? What do you all think? You know, they're telling us one thing, but we're seeing another thing, you know, in our areas where we're living. So you all let me know your thoughts and comments on that. Leave me a comment, and I want to say thank you all so much for your support. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on what I got to do. Got a lot of things to do today, including back to school shopping. So I'll probably go live or shoot a video later just to let you all know what I'm seeing in the stores. Okay, y'all take care, be blessed, don't worry, don't stress, continue to prepare, whether it's every day, every week. Myself, I just ordered some more emergency food supply. You all know I have a website, preparewithandrea.com. That's preparewithandrea, ANDREA.com. If you look in the if you look on the channel, if you go to the About tab, you can see where I have links. Even on the main page, you can see where I have links to my website. And all you have to do is just click, once you go to my website, if you click the My Patriot Supply logo, it'll take you to it'll take you to a page where I have more than just emergency food supply. I have survival needs, water purification, all of these things. And so these are things that I'm not just telling you about, but these are things that I'm using and that my family has as well. So again, y'all, we got to prepare, we got to plan so that we can, you know, succeed and sustain and thrive during the times that we're living in. So stay encouraged. Again, thank you all so much for your support. I'll talk to you soon. I got to get busy, y'all. Y'all take care.